What is up, everybody? Happy Friday.
How y'all doing, everybody?
Oh, it feels good to be a Friday.
Oh yeah.
And how's everyone feel about summer being coming to a close finally?
I am thankful for it.
And
I
I
am
hate it.
thankful. I know
And but
you
I
always get
love the heat,
depressed.
man. I love the heat. Like I want it to be like nighttime minimum of like 70, and that's even a little chilly for me. But I'm like, give me like 75 at night and like 100 plus during the day, and I'll be a happy motherfucker. And sunny. It's gotta be sunny. None of that cloudy, hot, and humid bullshit. Sun out, bacon in the oven.
What's up, silly? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, silly?
Okay, you are disgusting. I just can't do all that heat, baby. You know that.
Dude, that's the only way, man. Only way. Now it gets like below 60. I'm out. I'm like, nope. It's too fucking cold for me.
Too cold.
See, like, I would totally move, like, to somewhere a lot warmer if I didn't love my state so much. I just can't do it, man. Too much love for Oklahoma, man. I know it's
What up,
fucked
just
up because it's
doing?
Oklahoma, but Ewan, what's up, man? Got any got any feedback on the end of summer, man? So I'm gonna throw this up here real quick, and then we'll touch back on it later since I got it up. Gallagher Cole's Axiom. Um, yeah, Gallagher and Cole, those are two different philosophers, but it's it's not like a mathematical anything proven, quote unquote. It's just something that was said by them. But the sum of intelligence on the planet is a constant. The population is growing. Another more common wording you may have heard of that is as the population continues to grow, the sum of all intelligence stays the same. And I've always loved that quote, man,
Mm-hmm.
because it is
I think
absolute
it's
true.
pretty spot on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep. So we will touch on that here in a minute. Get that shit off the screen. Silly said, doing while hiding in a truck at the Dollar Tree parking lot while a pack of angry midgets yell at me. What?
What
Man, you
is
got you gotta get a video of that if that's for real. You know that, right? Like, I want to see this pack of midgets running rampant. Just makes me think of Talladega Nights. He's like, all right, we have to talk about something serious now. Packs of wild dogs controlling major parts of the inner city.
Dion says, I
Because
graduated 15 years ago. Summer doesn't exist for grown-ups.
what?
You're the
Not that kind. No, not that kind of summer. Like, like the season, the heat. Not like summer
oh,
vacation. Yeah.
okay.
Oh shit. But no, for real. I used to work with this guy, he's a good buddy of mine, and he had an obsession with midgets. Okay, Katie already knows what I'm talking about. He even told me, he's like, my dream girl is a midget. He's like, I just really want to know what it's like to bang a midget. And he's like, looked at me like dead in the eye. I was like, dude, you ever see a midget? You need to call me, okay? I'm like, all right. And like one day I was down at the gas station, like maybe like a mile and a half from where he was staying, and I saw a midget, and I called him up. And I was like, hey man, hey dude, fucking, there's a midget over here at the Loves, man. He's like, are you serious? He's like, don't be fuck with me. I'm like, nah, I'm for real. She just walked inside. He's like, I'll be there in 2 minutes. Like he hauled his ass down there, and I was like, dude, I ain't hanging around for this. I'm good. I don't want to see this. But Dude, I think he was full on trying to like see if he could get her number, man. Dude was fucking like only white boy from Jacksonville. So if that tells you anything about him. Dude was cool as shit though, man. Cool as shit. Like talk about like the way he spoke and like he dressed like an absolute redneck. Like and looked like one. Spoke like an absolute fucking like just like hood man. Like as hood as could be. White as could be. But dude, his fucking mind, like you just like your initial impression of him, like seeing him and hearing him speak, like you would never guess that he is as well read and like as intellectual as he is, man. But moral to that story: never judge a book by its cover, dude. Because like, dude, that dude could seriously sit there and put you down and like basically just destroy your like entire ego using like such complicated words and doing it in like an artistic fucking fashion and you wouldn't even fucking know that you just got belittled. And like, dude, it was fucking hilarious. He would do it to people all the time. They're just like, "Oh, hey, thank you." I'm like, you don't even know what the fuck you just said. But those are my kind of people. Breaking the mold, breaking the mold.
Dude, the chat's cracking me up with their comments.
Bet it was a short conversation. I'm sure it was a short mess. It was a short vibe. Oh shit.
They're funny.
Yeah. Y'all crack me up. Man. So, Katie, you got anything you want to add before we kick it off?
No, go ahead.
So, Logic Games. This is gonna be another episode, kind of like we did with the Battle of the Sexes. We're gonna have a little like mini game on the side along with it, but you know, just something to kind of break the monotony a little bit. But really, main topic of the night is logic and common sense, and particularly the lack thereof. Because my God, I am so tired of like observing just the most ridiculous courses of action, I guess you could say. Like, just the way people act and react to situations in like life and just everyday shit is, I feel like it's gotten out of hand. I mean, dude,
Mm-hmm.
what comedian hasn't gotten up and said some shit about, oh yeah, you know, people are stupid and all that shit. Like, we're not here just to do another people are fucking stupid rant. Like, we all know it. We all rant and vent about it. You know, there's no need to just keep repeating the same fucking thing over and over. We're all on the same fucking page. So, instead, how about we take examples of some of this lack of fucking logical thinking and provide some examples of how that could be done better. Because, like, I think a lot of the problem is the world is like people don't know any other way than the way that they're doing it. So maybe they just need to know of another way to do things, you know. Like, you never heard the phrase, there's more than one way to skin a cat? Like, there's different ways of doing things, and some might be more efficient, some might be safer, better, whatever, cheaper, whatever. So, Katie, you got any questions so far? Chat, anybody?
No.
Was there a short rope? Alright, I gotta highlight that one, that was funny. So, I want to take like some different examples from like a few different areas of life, a few different things. Um, man, what was the name of it? Litmus. I think is what it was. Let me look that up and confirm. But has anyone ever heard of the litmus test? I wanted to not.
I
It
have.
wasn't litmus. No, it's not litmus. I'm thinking of a litmus strip.
Mm.
Like for checking like pH levels and shit. What the fuck? Man, I really can't. Okay, it is a litmus test. Yeah, it is a litmus test. So, has anyone ever heard of a litmus test? What's up, Canada? How you doing, man?
Hey, David.
So, like, basically, an example of one of the tests would be the shopping cart theory. If anyone knows what that is, basically, it's like a test of like your, I guess, your morals and your will, to not be fucking lazy, I guess would be a good way to put it. But, it's like the people in the park, the parking lot with the shopping carts. Are you going to be one of those that will walk 5 feet or 20 feet or 50 feet to return the shopping cart? Or are you going to be that asshole that, like, just pushes it and lets it roll off to wherever? Or, like, goes, like, dude, okay, I shit you not. I was at the grocery store one day and I watched this fucking piece of shit, dude. Like, okay, so here's his car. He's loading up all his groceries and shit, okay? Here is the fucking shopping cart return. Like maybe, I don't know, 6, 7 spaces down. And then like two, or no, it wasn't like two, it was like 3 or 4 spaces over was like a little curb where they got like separating the parking spaces. They got some grass and rocks and shit. This motherfucker, instead of going over here just a little bit further to the shopping cart return, came around over to the curb right there where all the rocks were and was trying to like get the basket like up and like over the curb through the rocks and all that and like getting it up in there, and he was struggling. I'm like, dude, the shopping cart's not heavy, dude. Like, you shouldn't be struggling that much, for one. And B, you're spending like 15, 20 seconds trying to get this shopping cart up on the curb and stay in all these rocks and everything when you can just go fucking return it at the return right there. You are putting more labor, more effort into
Mm-hmm.
half-assing and doing the wrong thing than to take the quick and easy route, which fucking people are lazy. Quick and easy should be the go-to, right? To just go return it and do the right thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck, man? And honestly, I've got to say that, unless you're at like Walmart or like just a really fucking close to like downtown and shit, like most stores seem like they've gotten better about that. Like people actually really do give a shit more about that than they used to. But Walmart, no, they don't give two shits. Dude, you will find
Okay.
those baskets fucking everywhere. Like, dude, you'll find like fucking three up against your own fucking vehicle. Like, what the fuck? Why mine?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, everyone's like, oh, fuck it. We're gonna pick this color today. Or we're gonna pick this make and model. Like, alright, all the shopping carts go here. What the fuck, man? Fuck Walmart.
You gotta read. You,
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you gotta
I'm
do that
catching
move
up.
again.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
The doing the dance thing again. You gotta do it again.
Dance. What was I dancing?
Yeah, that little move you were doing with the
Oh,
imaginary cart.
with the shopping
Yeah.
cart?
Okay, hold on. You get that, Gabe? Did you get it?
Oh shit! What the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all up to?
Nothing. We're not up to
Bullshit.
nothing.
Bullshit.
I'm not up to anything.
Bullshit.
Seriously, I'm
Uh
not.
huh.
I'm not.
What is Gabe supposedly fucking getting? I do not consent to screenshots being.
Baby,
Oh
look at the
shit!
chat. He tells you what he was.
I'm catching up, but you're distracting me. This is where Triple T leaves a shopping cart to go get Adam and the goons. Damn it, Gabe, leave a pack of midgets out of this. You know they want their short things. That dance move is going by. All right, there y'all go. What kind of music do I get? Do I get to pick the music? I want like some like old school techno, Peller Heads or something. Hell yeah, that'd be cool. Silly said, I've actually returned other people's carts that they left at the other side of the building instead of putting it back in the original spot it was supposed to. Dude, so like I was at Brahms the other day, man, and they don't have a shopping cart return like in the parking lot at all. So like I just took the cart back out. Yes, bought that much shit at Brahms, date like once a week, but take the cart back inside and pushed it right back where all the other carts go. And the cashier, you know, she's a little elderly lady. She just looks at me like all surprised, but like grateful. She's like, "Thank you." Like nobody had ever done that before. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me, right? Like, what else do you do with the cart? Obviously, there's no return, so you just throw it out there, don't you? Like, wow, man. So they said I even do the same thing when we were unloading groceries and put that thing where it's supposed to go. Oh, for sure, man. Or those people that like they decide after something's in their cart, like, hey, we don't want this anymore, so we're just gonna shove it on the shelf over here. Like, instead of walking and putting it back. Like, dude, okay, if you don't want to walk all the way to the other side of the store and put it back, especially like if you're already in line, just hand it to the cashier and be like, hey, you know, I changed my mind on this. Because right there, they can take over the customer service or have them come grab it and then they can go restock it, man. But don't fucking just throw it somewhere, dude. Especially perishables. Like, dude, I've seen like fucking whole like packaged chickens like sitting over in like fucking clothing and shit. I'm like, somebody just dropped out there like, fuck it, I don't want the chicken anymore. Like, dude, it's gonna spoil. Like, I know you're not technically supposed to put anything back in the cooler whenever you remove it at the grocery store, you know, but like, dude, it hasn't been out that long. Just put it back in there. It's gonna be okay. Like, what the manager gonna do? Yell at you? Just be like, well, man, just throw it away then. Like, I was trying to save your store some little bit of fucking money, man. You know. But you can tell a lot of people by watching how they shop, dude. I don't think
Mhm.
I don't think people observe anything, honestly. But even each other, they don't observe each other. But you really
Yeah.
tell a fucking lot.
Mhm.
Hell yeah, silly.
He's just
Allegedly.
now catching up. I'm just waiting.
Allegedly. Doing the star gonna be Rickroll. Oh, I get never give you up. How did I know that was coming? How did I know that was coming?
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna
Never
let
gonna
you
give
down.
you up. Never gonna let you down. Someone usually leaves an open beverage on the shelf. Dude, I know, right? I'm
Hey, Carolina girl.
like, dude, at least finish it. What's up, Carolina? At least finish the soda. Like, once again, wastefulness. Like, dude, okay, even if you stole that soda, you know, you took it out of the cooler, like, I'm gonna pay for it when I'm finished shopping, drank half of it and then put it away. Dude, at least finish it. Like, dude, you're already fucking, like, stole it, so at least do it all the way through. Like, I'm not saying go out and steal fucking shit from the store. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna be a criminal, at least see it through. Fuck.
Right.
You're gonna
Okay.
steal something, do it the fucking do. If you anything you do, even if it is the wrong thing, at least fucking do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. God damn, man. People don't even fucking fuck up right anymore. How bad is that?
Okay. Who here in the chat? Just a quick question for y'all. Who here in the chat has ever tried to steal anything from the store when they were little? If you do, I want to hear your story. If you're brave enough to tell your story, I'll tell y'all mine.
Dude, I remember I jacked one of the back when Walmart like had the little spiral, they're almost like a flip notebook and each like side of each flip had like a different number on it and that's what they would
Maybe
slide in
he
and
would
make the
be
prices
stealing
with.
some office supplies.
It wasn't
Most of
off
the people
spot. It
opposite
was their
ones.
actual pricing sign. It was like I think it was like outside or something, the garden there, but it had one of those stand-up
Uh,
signs and the little flip thing where they can just slide it out, flip to a different number when the price changes. I
yeah.
pocketed one of those and I like kept it for like 2 months and like finally I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, so I just carried it into my parents and I showed it to them. I was like, hey, I took this from Walmart. And they're like, why? I was like, I don't even remember what the fuck I said. I don't even know why I took it. But yep, they made me go back up to Walmart and hand it to the manager and apologize. I remember dude was just
Uh,
looking at me like, that's what you stole? Really? Come on, kid. At least steal a pack of gum or some shit. Like,
ooh, candidate going in for the win. He's gonna win this one. Baseball cards, DVDs, CDs. Heck yeah.
baseball card, DVDs, and CDs. Hey,
Hmm.
at least that's like something of value and not price tags.
Right. Not some
I jack
stupid.
price tags.
So mine is a fat kid one too. Y'all ready for this shit? I stole. You remember those circus peanuts? They look kind of marshmallowy. Those orange
Oh
circus
yeah, yeah.
peanuts. Okay. We were walking by. I think it was like an HEB, which is a big store in Texas. Silly, you know what I'm talking about. You're from Texas. You know HEB. But it's a huge store, huge grocery store. And we were walking by the aisle, and that aisle was kind of empty. And I just saw a random one circus peanut up on that shelf. And I'm like, ain't in a bag or nothing. I'm like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even remember how old I was. I'd have been like 4 years old or something. And my mom, she's talking with my dad and my sister. They're kind of like up ahead of me. And and I'm like, I couldn't quite reach it. So I kind of like hopped up there and like, grabbed it real quick and stuffed it in my pocket. And oh my gosh, y'all, I'll tell you, we got out to the parking lot and I had the guiltiest look on my face.
You don't have a poker face worth a
No,
damn.
I don't.
I can imagine as a kid it was even worse.
My mom, she's like, what's wrong with you? She knew that expression. She's like, what did you do? And I was like, nothing. And she's like, take your hands out of your pockets. I'm like, oh crap, because I was walking around with my hands in my pockets too.
It'll be all obvious and shit.
And I pulled my hands out. When I pulled my hands out, my mom saw that there was something protruding in my pocket there. It was a circus. She's like, did you take this? And I'm like, just like all big eyes and everything else, right? Just like, oh gosh. She takes my hand. She didn't say one more thing. This is my mama. My mama grabbed my hand. She didn't even say bye to my dad, my sister. She left my sister and my dad in that car. She just grabbed my hand and we were gone back in that store. We got back in that store. She spoke to a manager. She had me with her and they took me back into his office. I was so scared. They had me sit down and she had him tell me that he was going to go ahead and let this one go, but he was going to have me arrested if I started doing this. Oh my gosh. I was so scared. I was scared straight with that.
Hell
It
yeah.
was like 4 still making circus peanut, which is nasty. I'm like looking back, I'm like, that
Yeah,
went in
it's
a
like,
package. What is wrong with you, child? Like looking back at me when I was like years
so was
old.
it in the package or just sitting
No,
on the
it was
shelf?
just sitting on a
Oh, hell
shelf.
no.
Yeah. What the fuck
Oh,
is
shit.
wrong with you when you were a kid? Oh my gosh. What the freak are you thinking? Yeah, that's my theft story. That's the
At least
only
you
theft
didn't.
story I have, but
At least you didn't turn into a klepto, right?
no, 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 no. My mama made sure of that. My mama made sure like Mm-mm. She's
Really?
like, she's scared. She told me years later that she actually set that up because
Really?
she had spoken to a manager. She told me to stay right there at the end of the hallway, and they were like a little
Oh, so
ways
she
away that
had a
I couldn't
second
hear them.
to.
So she got him all like
Yeah.
got on board with her
See,
and
I was
scared the
picturing
crap out
like
of
she
me.
was probably behind you, like yes, scare the shit out of her. But she actually had a couple minutes, so yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
coordinated that one.
I will never forget
But
that.
see, dude, like that shit works, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like that old school shit, man, works. Like yeah, it's untruthful, but dude, you're scaring the shit out of that kid. They'll realize one day that there's a reason you lied. You're trying to like put the fear into them. Like, hey, don't fucking do this. I can't arrest you now, but when you're an adult and you're still doing this shit, yeah, we'll have your ass arrested.
Right. So chat, don't y'all dare judge me. It's a fat kid story and a thief story in one.
Don't don't you judge me.
Don't you judge me.
Don't you judge me. Oh,
Kenneth
Michael Girl, that
asks,
was a good show.
does do jeans count? Mm, yeah. Stay away from parking
Pretty
lots.
much.
I know, right? I had a bad incident in the parking lot. That's where my mama busted me stealing that one random circus peanut.
Wait, was that? Hold on. I gotta ask. Was that Walmart? Oh no, you said it was H&B, right?
HEB.
HEB. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, especially stay away from Walmart parking lots, but
Mm-hmm.
fucking, that's funny shit though. But yeah, nah, man. I actually, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I pretty much became a thief for a while, man. You know, like I was just fuck it. World's gonna fuck me over, so I'm gonna fuck it over too. That kind of mentality, man. I didn't give a
Mm-hmm.
shit at all. But I mean, dude, I'm survived off of it. I justified it as I was doing it for survival, and therefore I was, you know, not exempt, but I was justified in my actions. But I realized I was like, it's fucking still wrong. I mean, dude, I could have. I wasn't like I was doing that to like support like my family. I was just by myself, dude. I didn't. I didn't have to do that. That was not a last resort. So, but people who are out there, man, that's one thing I severely disagree with is like, dude, if you're a last resort, like stealing shit, and you're stealing like legitimate shit, like, I'm not talking about like electronics and, shit like that. I'm talking you know, like baby formula diapers. You're
Mm-hmm.
stealing like apples and oranges for feed you or your family or whatever. You're stealing food in general, as long as it's not junk food, unless like, hey, that's all that's
Or a
around. Well, fuck
circus
it,
peanut. Or a circus
a
peanut.
circus peanut. I mean, hell, even if you're stealing candy, though, like, dude, if that's the only thing around for you to steal and you're stealing that, okay, dude, you're sugar, it's something, some kind of energy. Like, but like, dude, if you're legitimately doing that, like, because that is your only option, I don't think that should be fucking considered wrong. I don't think that should be illegal, you know. But when you're doing it because you're lazy, then that's a different story. And too many people do it because they're lazy. But
Mm-hmm.
then again, I'm sure there's other people like me who did it because they're like, well, fuck it. The world's fucked up, so I'm gonna be fucked up back. And that is the
Right.
wrong fucking mentality. From somebody
Right.
who has lived that and done that, that is the wrong mentality. That was the
Absolutely.
mentality that was leading me to dark places. To places like, you know, not at, but the path to, like, Satanism. And not like the ritualistic and all that, but like the everyday Joe motherfuckers who are like, the selfishness, that rancor against society and all of that shit, like, dude, I used to have that rancor. Like, I just despised everything and everyone because of all the shit in the world. And
Mm-hmm.
now I'm like, how much I poisoned myself and how much I've poisoned other people around me with that fucking attitude, with that mindset, you know. And looking back, I'm like, at the point I'm at now, I'm looking at, hey, yeah, you know what, maybe you're all fucking idiots, like, you know, 70, 80% of you all out there, but, and that's just a rude, arbitrary number I'm throwing out. But, I'm still gonna love y'all because you're fucking human, man. I'm gonna have love for y'all. I don't want to be around you. I want to be far away from you. Like, far away from anybody, really. Just in the middle of nowhere. My little piece of heaven. But I'm not gonna hate you. I'm not gonna have this, like, resentment and hatred all through my life every day towards you. Like, why? Why should I bring myself down and bring that negativity to myself over a bunch of people I don't fucking know and I probably never will know and probably never even have any direct contact with. So why
Mm-hmm.
does it matter? Why am I gonna like poison myself for that?
Mm-hmm.
But I know we're getting off topic, but I just kind of wanted to share that. But just realize, if you do think like that and you do have that resentment and feel like you're owed something and therefore your actions are justified, that is the wrong way. And think about other people. Think about the greater picture of life, man. Think about your health. Think about your, mentality, not your fucking mental health, but your mental health, your mentality, the way you
Mm-hmm.
approach things and look at things. And this does kind of tie in because I think this might be the problem. People don't know how to fix their fucking mentality.
Yeah. Where you're at with your mental state, it directly correlates to where you're at it physically in your own reality. It makes your
Yeah.
own reality literally. There are a lot of like people like that are in poverty and they have a poverty mindset and then they never get out of poverty. That's just an example. But
Yeah.
like to add what you're saying here.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, dude, I get it, man. Like, it's hard to break that. Like, sometimes, man, depending on how ingrained it is in you. But you know, the difference, man. The difference in how you'll feel. You will be so much happier. I mean, dude, look at how many people are depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, some people I know that are depressed, like clinically depressed. I'm like, why? Why are you depressed? Like, dude, you have a family. You have a really awesome family. Like, they seem like they're really cool people and they all love you and you seems like you raised them right. You have a nice home and a good job and you don't really have any problems in your life. Like, dude, you are fucking blessed. Why are you depressed?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I get like that could be circumstance. Like, maybe the family isn't as hunky dory as they seem. When people are around, maybe the husband or the wife, maybe one of them's an asshole or something. Like, but I mean, I just feel like some people miss what's in front of them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I've seen some people like with nothing but like a bag of clothes and a motel room and a vehicle, and that's how they've lived for years. And they're happy. They're happy as can be. They're like, I don't need a bunch of shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just, I just want to have my little room and do my thing. Like, dude, if that makes you happy, cool. But if somebody can live like that, I mean, I'm not saying I want to live like that. I'm not saying anybody should live like that. But if somebody can find happiness with nothing, then how can you not find happiness when you have something of substance? Is it maybe because they are chasing something of value rather than substance. Maybe they don't have enough money. Maybe they don't have, you know, the job they wanted, even though it's a well paying job and it, more than takes care of them. Maybe their title isn't what they want. Something, just kind of petty like that.
Well, the
They
one
might be
way to
searching for
change,
something they shouldn't.
right? The one way to change your mentality, your state of mind, and this goes with spiritual stuff to you guys. If you want a spiritual aspect of it, the best way to fight it off is gratitude.
That's true.
And if you are
That is
having a
true.
hard time, like you think you're grateful enough, what I suggest, and I've heard of this before, go on a fast, but it's not a fast of like what, like eating or drinking. It's not like that. It's a mental fast. So you are supposed to, every time you speak, if it's not a positive word, you have to start back over in just one day.
And you don't even have to take it that far. Like, dude, just ask yourself for, like, if you haven't before, especially for just at least once in your life, like, stop asking what you want and ask, what do I need? What do I need?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need a fifth bedroom when you know, I'm single? Do I need, another car when, there's three people in the family and we all have four cars? Like, there's already four cars in the driveway. Do we need another car? Like, you may want it. Like, oh, hey, man, look, this new model came out. I really want this car. You know, like, whatever that may be. Like, even stopping and getting fast food that day. Do you need to stop and get fast food, or can you wait 30 more minutes until you get home and just make a sandwich or make dinner or something,
Right.
save a little bit of money?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, ask, what do you need in life? Do you need people around you? Do you need companionship in your life? I mean, some people are happy to be single, dude, and that's fine. I'm not pushing relationships on anybody. If you're single and you're happy, that's fucking cool. That is awesome. But dude, I really feel like honestly we are meant to pair, and it is the natural attraction. We they talk about natural attraction. This is what it is. It is male and female attract each other. We are meant to pair up and have mates like this. It is our, biological role to, have families and reproduce. Maybe some people aren't looking for companionship. Maybe they're looking for activity. Maybe instead of, sitting there and watching 3 hours of TV every night, maybe watch 1 hour of TV and then maybe do an hour of reading. Maybe exercise for an hour because, hey, you cannot be mentally healthy when you are physically feeling like shit. When I try to do something like mentally intensive, like, maybe for work or like designing something or drawing some shit out, like, I if I feel like shit, my brain's foggy. It's like my brain isn't firing right. Everything's diverted to, we gotta get the body repaired. So you have to be physically fit and as well, like working out, man, getting that blood flowing, keeping that blood pressure regulated, getting that oxygen flow to your muscles and everything. Like, especially for me, like I like that fatigue. Like, not like I don't want to be like beat down, wore out, like, but I like fatigue. Like, at the end of the day, I like to feel like, man, I'm ready to like chill now. Let me just, you know, smoke a little bit and just unwind now. If I don't have that fatigue, I feel like restless. Like I haven't done enough. You know, like, and these are all examples. None of this is meant to be a fucking formula. None of this is meant to fit anybody, you know, everybody as a whole. Just take examples from it. Take, you know, find your own way within these, you know, these examples, you know, and make it yours, man. It's all unique to you as a person, man. But, you know,
Absolutely.
start asking what you need. Do you need more television, or do you need more time to exercise mind and body? Don't forget the soul too. You gotta exercise the soul as well. And to exercise the soul, like, a lot of people would automatically think, okay, like he's talking about going to church or reading the Bible. Yes, absolutely, that is definitely gonna do it. But dude, take a walk. Take a not like don't like go jogging on the street with loud noise and you know music in your ear and shit. Like take a walk out into nature. You know, go to the park or go hiking. Take a 2 hour drive to your nearest like rural area, like with a like a you know like a park or something like that with like some trails and just walk, man. Like enjoy nature. Take in the fresh air, the smells, the aroma. Dude, nature has aromatherapy, man. The scents and
Hmm.
everything that you smell out there. Like, you know, and for you know the people who grew up there, it can have that sense of nostalgia as well, and that nostalgia can have a very calming effect as well. It's kind of like a
Right.
therapy. It's like you're reflecting, you know, and reflection can be good, man. You can learn a lot about yourself and how you can improve yourself through reflection, you
Mhm.
know, like on yourself and your past. Because you're like, you know, there have been times like I've looked back and I'm like, you know, I never thought about this before, but when I did that, I was kind of an asshole. That was kind of shitty of me to do. I'm like, why didn't I realize that before? You know, so like you know, it's good to reflect, man. Sometimes you might think in a conflict that you had that you were in the right, 100%. And after a while, you look back and you're like, just one day, and like, you know, I was totally in the wrong that day. Maybe I should, you know, give so and so a call and just like, hey, man, you know what? Fuck it. Let's bury the hatchet on that shit, man. I fucked up. Fuck it, dude. My bad, dude. We good?
What's up with chat? Good to see you, bro.
Hey, what Chuck? How you doing, bro? And that goes to what? Kitty? Forgiveness.
Hmm. Absolutely. And the number one thing about forgiveness is, you know, you have to be able to forgive yourself. That's a big one. That is a big one for people.
Oh yeah.
Um, me, a lot of people may have a hard time like forgiving themselves, you know, and you have to do that because that's going to hinder you back, especially in a relationship with God. It's not that God doesn't care or anything. It's just that like it's a wall. It's a wall put up in front of you. You know that you can't just feel His presence anymore. You can't whatever. That's a big thing. And then also forgiveness, also forgiving others. You know,
No.
if you stew on somebody, let's say somebody ripped you off for $100, and you stew on it, and you stew on it, and that anger becomes hatred, you know, and then here you are 5 years later still talking about the dude that stole $100 from you. And then here you are 10 years later still talking about the same dude. You gotta do that because then you're building an altar of what this person did to you in your mind instead of the natural order. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's how the manifestation happens.
Mm-hmm.
When I always talk about like guys, you can manifest curses, you can manifest demons and other nasty dark shit. You can direct it and you will not even know it. Some people know it. Some people do it intentionally. Some people don't realize it, but when you project that hatred, like Kitty was saying, like you stew on it, you're like you just really hate somebody, right? Like, man, I fucking hate this guy. Like, what's in your mind? The image of that dude, right? You're picturing, like, yeah, yeah, fuck that guy. Dude, all that anger right there, all that shit, you've got a focal point, that image, and you've got that emotion that is energy. When you are like with your muscles, when you are flexing, when you're ready to go, your adrenaline's going, that's energy, like building and building. It's ready to release, man. That's what makes the muscles go. But that energy isn't, I mean, you're not doing anything. That energy's got to go somewhere. It goes towards your focal point. Now, what does that energy do? It's not like you can like just hit that person from a distance. But no, like that's going to be an attraction for the things in the darkness, man. And those people are going to see that, like, basically it's like you got a laser pointer, like you're tagging them. You know what I mean? Does that make sense, Kitty?
Absolutely. Sorry, I forgot I was on mute.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
I'm trying not to rant too much here. Silly said it for sure. Sleep impacts it big time, absolutely. Um, and your circadian rhythm, man, like that shit. Some people do like operate better at different times of the day. Some people don't work, operate like mentally as well during the daytime. They do better at night. We call them night owls. We are forced so much to break that circadian rhythm, and even sleep cycles, man, we do not sleep right at all. And I'm not just talking about the like the patterns, like the times of days and the durations, but even the methods, how we physically sleep. Um, we're actually going to do an episode on this as well, but there's everyday things we use wrong, and there's everyday things that can be used differently. And a lot of that is a big problem with our health. Um, let's see here. Yeah, Woodchuck said he just uploaded the new album. Hell yeah, man. You have to check that out for sure. We'll get a link dropped in here for you too, bro. Woodchuck said the whole album I'm dropping is all about me and my demon. It's dark, but I went through some dark times, and that energy was strong, and I had to learn to live with it. Dude, and you see right there, man, like that energy that you had, that was like that dark energy. What did you do with it? Did you decide to unleash that on somebody? Or did you decide to take that and fucking like mold it and fucking repurpose it and use it to like put into your music, man? You you did something healthy with it when you could have done something like very unhealthy. So, hell yeah, man, that's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, where is what platforms is that album on? Hold on a second, guys. All right, but for real, guys, I have been ranting. So, think while Kitty is smoking, we should do one of the puzzles here. But Chuck said at times I use dumb people Got into a lot of fights. I used it when I trained and finally channeled it into my music. Hell yeah, dude. But see, like, yeah, you figured it out, man. You know, you didn't let it get the best of you. All platforms, October 13th. Fuck yeah, man. What's up, Carter? How you doing, man? But back to this real quick, guys. Gallagher calls Axiom. How many people feel like when you're just out every day, driving to work, you're at the grocery store, at a gas station, talking to a client, whatever the fucking case may be, that there is just a lack of, like, just common sense, man. Like, people just don't try to use their fucking brain at all with anything, man. Anything at all. So I firmly believe in this quote, man, because it's not like it's not accurate. That's not a true, you know, like equation there. But it feels like it, man. It really does. And I'm a firm believer that social media blows like how society really is way out of proportion, man. And they really try to focus on the negativity. But I've always been able to be out in, the certain towns I choose to commute in and everything. I've always been able to get along with people because they weren't like, you know, people on social media. They were real motherfuckers. And now I feel like, since the fucking wave of Californians and shit that we've had here, man, everybody just really got fucking dumb. Truly dumb, man. Like, they do the dumbest shit. They don't think. Like, they'll fucking pull right out in front of you, not even fucking looking. Like, how are you, like, this is how you fucking, like, drive, man? How are you still alive to this day? People in the store, like we talked about earlier, just, you know, like, saw this one guy the other day at the store at the self checkout. He had the lady that just sits up there, make sure everybody's, like, ringing their shit up right, come over and ring all of his shit up for him, his whole basket, because he didn't want to mess it up. Dude, stop being a dumbass, man. Like, just go stand in fucking line, dude. Like, you realize that you are fucking the line up for everybody because you're taking her attention away from everyone else who's like, hey, we need approval on this, or we got tax exemption or whatever. Like, dude, that took like 5 minutes for her to do that, man, and it held up the line of everybody else. Like, dude, do you not understand how inconsiderate you are, or do you just not fucking think? Or you get people that call you like, hey, um, do you do glass work? Well, you called a glass shop. What the fuck do you think we do? No, no, we're actually like we're carpenters, or we're fucking plumbers, or we're HVAC. I'm just gonna start saying that, like, we're fucking HVAC. No, like, dude, or they'll be like, hey, I got you pulled up on Google here. Um, what's your address? Well, you pulled me up on Google to call. That address is right there. Why are you asking me? Or
Mm-hmm.
here, one, like, what was that one I had the other day that just really fucking, oh, that dude. Hey, yeah, he a fucking builder. He's like, calls me and he's like, hey, I need some pricing on some mirrors. Okay, man. Well, it's this much a square foot installed. Okay, so can I give you some sizes and you give me some prices on it? Uh, yes, absolutely, man. What size? He starts reading them all off. I'm like, yep, that's this many square feet. So this many square feet times this rate is this much. Like, dude, like I really think he didn't feel confident in himself to to do the fucking math. That or he was just really fucking lazy. But I'm like, okay, maybe we'll get a fucking good account out of this. You know, maybe he's just a dipshit super or something. You know, maybe, or maybe he's a fill-in or something. You know, like whatever. But I'm like, I have to sit there and like hold my tongue on that shit. Like, oh god,
Baby.
yeah, I hate it, dude. I fucking hate
Hmm.
it. I'm like,
This is one thing
can
this
I
man
please
cannot
just
deal
tell
with.
you like how fucking stupid you are right now?
Yeah, he does not deal with stupidity very well whatsoever.
Like, yeah, no, not at all. Wow, holy shit, I'm behind here.
What's up, Carter? Carter is in the chat.
Oh, sure, silly. I need to check and see
And
if I
Caleb.
got you on IG, man. But I know I got you on YouTube for sure, man, for sure. Tick touch Tim staring in behind enemy thighs.
I did. Dude. Dude. that was a meme they made. Oh my gosh,
Is it?
that's funny. Yeah, I glanced in there real quick and looked at the one picture. Caleb says
Hey,
he
we
doesn't have
appreciate
long.
you, Caleb, bro. You're
Yeah.
awesome, man. Yeah, guys, anybody who didn't catch Caleb and Georgia, they did a reaction to the Hollow Boys documentary, man. If anybody hasn't watched that documentary, dude, it's really fucking good.
Hmm.
Uh, and hindsight, man, I will say hindsight, looking back at some people and some events and stuff, man, and seeing what's become of it all, man. If you have watched it and you haven't watched it in a while, I highly recommend going back, dude, because it's like you just see it all, man. Like you see it all.
Right. Welcome back to Steven.
All right, so I'm gonna type this out, make it a little bit easier.
What you typing?
That first puzzle.
Oh. Oh, this should be good. So do you want me to wait on my response?
No, not everybody, because this will be a.
Well,
Some of these are a little bit tricky. I think everybody
okay.
can just put in their answers, and we'll just see who gets it right. Start off with the easy one.
Okay. Um, can you guess two things?
You can guess whatever you feel like.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. Because I know that they're a little bit behind us. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
wait
have
a
a good
little
night,
bit.
Caleb. We appreciate you, man.
Night, Caleb. Good to see you, bro.
All right, and
Do
actually, I'm gonna
do
do.
do 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 do.
That's number one. I'll type
Let
number
me
two.
see. I will think of something to put on. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Let's see. Let's do. Nope. Trying to find a sound on my phone. Let's see.
I don't know why we're picking the emergency alarm.
Yeah, I know, right? That's one of your. That's one of my alarms. Dude, I have a hatred for all of his alarms because he sleeps through them all the time. Let's see.
All right, Kate,
Okay.
you wanna give your answer?
I was gonna guess with just doing guess three.
3 ducks. Yep. Answer is
Ah,
3.
what's up? Y'all want to make teams? Anybody in here? Y'all want to team up?
I could have said something really fucking bad right there. I
What?
would have got canceled for sure on that one.
So the answer was three. Just doing.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
Silly person like boat horns.
All right, number two. Five people were eating apples. A finished before B, but behind C. D finished before E, but behind B. And this one, I really wanna. I'm gonna break this one down a little bit too.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to like clout point for just doing. That's what we're gonna give. We're gonna give clout points. I agree with that.
There we
Let's do
go.
that.
I like that. I like that.
Okay, so I'm keeping track here. Just doing has one clout point. Okay. All right. Okay.
Nah, silly, you're good, man. And that's the thing, man, is some of these are tricky, man. You really gotta like break it down. Like sometimes, man, getting a piece of paper too, writing it out. Some people can just visualize it in their head. Some people it's a little more difficult for. But
Okay.
this shit's good for your brain, man. Like these act like these are brain exercises, man. And not just in like, you know, gets all the cylinders firing, and everything, cleaning the goop out, but it's, applying the same logical processing to everything in life, man. Look at how many people cannot see that there is something called fake news, that they cannot see that social media is full of a bunch of bloated bullshit, and that, motherfuckers lie to you. People like of big top agencies lie to you. Like simple shit, man. Like I said before, no matter where you stand politically, who you fucking vote for, anything. It doesn't matter your fucking religion, nothing. You should be able to know for a fact that there's a bunch of bullshit out there. You're being fed bullshit on a fucking platter every fucking day. You cannot understand that. You're not thinking. You're not playing logic. I mean, everybody lies, man. Right there.
Right.
That means at some point someone in your life's gonna lie to you, and what are the chances that that might be a trusted organization?
So I think I have the order, but I wanna give people a little bit of time.
No, yeah. Well, let's break it down and see.
Okay. So do you want me to tell you what I've got?
Yeah, let's see.
CABDE.
Bingo.
Ah.
Kitty got it.
Kitty has a clout point.
So A finished before B, right? Nope. Shit. So then that means we have A, B. So behind, but A finished behind C. So we know that there's going to be a C before A. D finished before E, but behind D. Bada bing, bada boom. Write it out. Makes it a lot easier. You can do it in your head, cool, but man, write it out. Um, but yeah, little shit like this, man. Like I love Sudoku. If anybody's ever played Sudoku, that one's really fucking fun. Crosswords, dude. Crosswords are great, especially for vocabulary building. Like, dude, vocabularies are getting smaller, so much smaller. Um,
Absolutely. How much they were talking about that the other day. Somebody was how much language we've lost in the
oh,
last like 10 to 20 years.
oh yeah, dude.
Just even
People,
in that amount of time.
even the words that we are like, we like still commonly use. Like, people don't even understand what the fuck they mean at all. Like, I feel like everybody, too many people have, like, inferred, like, all the words of their language instead of ever actually reading a dictionary, if that makes sense. To actually know what these words mean that they're using, because they use so many incorrectly. It's ridiculous. Or some people can't think of a synonym for anything. Like, I don't even think most of the world knows what a homonym is. Like, I mean, people like can't even type letters, man. I know so many people that can't even type a letter. Like, man, if you're like running a business, you need to be able to write a like polished business letter, man. You need to show you got your shit together, man. It's like a resume, you want that shit like crisp, man. Like, that's the perfect way I can put it, crisp. Make your professional writing crisp. It makes you look like you got your shit together, man. It makes you look like you. I mean, I'm not saying I know a lot of guys who aren't very literate that are very fucking skilled. I'm not saying anything against them and their skill level, but people, that's the way people are, man. Like, when I'm dealing with a company and somebody can't even use the proper terminology or something like that, or I'm trying to work with somebody in accounting who doesn't actually fucking like know basic math, like, I lose faith in that company. When I'm talking to like a technician who doesn't even fucking know like what I'm talking about, and I'm like, seriously, dude, like, how are you like how are you like a technician? Like, you're supposed to be the go-to guy for like technical questions about parts and shit like that and different systems, and you don't even fucking know anything. Okay, well, who the fuck do I talk to then?
Hmm.
That'd be me. You shitting me. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna find a different company because, like, you're not instilling confidence in me that you can handle what I need you to handle.
Right, especially whenever it comes to your home.
Oh, absolutely.
Like your. I
Well, I'm
mean,
mainly
homes are
talking
so
about like,
expensive.
well, I'm like talking about like suppliers and shit like that.
Hmm.
Like, you know, like, dude, there's so many like they don't even know like common terminology. They don't know common like shorthand and symbols and shit like that. Like, dude, I have like a vendor that I deal with, and one of the girls that runs Borders is um basically boss's daughter, and no experience whatsoever, no knowledge whatsoever. Like, she'll always ask me like, "Hey, I got this drawing here. Um, where's the outage at?" Okay, well, if you look at the drawing, do you see any square corners? Yeah, I see the square corners here. Okay, where are they at? One's at the left at the top, and then one's at the left on the bottom. Okay, well, that tells you that the right side is out. So that's where the outage is. Okay, well, how much is it out by? Okay, well, if you subtract the larger number or the smaller number from the larger number, that'll tell you. I'm like I have to write everything out, everything. Like, I can't even use shorthand. Like, if I was to put the little circle with the fucking strike through it, people are like, "What's that mean?" That's diameter, dude. Like, like, have you never read a CAD drawing? I do. I've had people ask me, like, "What's a CAD drawing?" Okay, like, seriously? Like, dude, you're running like, you know, 500 million, $2 million fucking commercial fucking projects, and you don't have CAD software? Okay, what the fuck are you drawing this shit up by hand? Like, okay, no, 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 I'm not trusting you with a job this side. No, mm-mm. I'm gonna find somebody who's got fucking knows what Fat Cat software is, has it, utilizes it, because I'll need my shit fucking like to a T. Like I don't need like if there's a small little like, hey, I just need a fucking door. Yeah, I don't care if you draw the shit by hand, but no, man, no. You gotta have your shit together. But people don't think like, hey, how does this come across to my clientele? They don't understand that that is a selling point, and then they wonder why they can't get some large accounts. Well, because you kind of scare everybody off. Just saying.
Yep. 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 Carter says,
Oh,
crazy world we live in. 100%.
it's a mad world. It's a mad.
Hmm.
Who's saying that? I can't remember.
Ooh, okay. So I'm going to give the chat a minute, but I'm going to guess.
And just doing here.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna read it. A cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays 3 days, and rides out on Friday. How is it possible? So if he rides into town on Friday, he only stays for 3 days, and he rides out on Friday. So 4 of those days he didn't stay there.
That was actually better than I was going to guess.
What'd you say?
No, actually,
What'd you say?
mine would make sense now that I'm thinking about it. So, yeah.
What's your ski?
No, no, no. It did make sense. So, I'm,
Oh, I guess.
I'm good. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
do that sometimes. I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright,
All
I'm
right.
locking it in, Gabe. Let me know.
Stoner
But
going for the clout point.
oh shit. But yeah, I mean,
Yes.
yeah, please do it. Let's see. Like I said, I think he didn't stay there for 4 days. He stayed somewhere else. But man, the horse's name is Friday.
Oh,
Oh, damn
snap.
it! That's a good one though.
Oh,
That's a good
babe.
one.
Babe, you missed your little
I did. Damn, I ain't got no clout. Hold on, Kate, you got clout. It's good. We're on the same panel. So now I got clout. Transit property. I have one clout point too. Participation trophy. Oh shit. But no, man. Yeah, I just like I said, I observe people everywhere I go, everything I do, man. Just people do stupid shit, dude. Like just their logic, man. Like even little things they do, like they'll walk the long way around, or instead of getting a tool to make something easier, they'll fucking like just try to do something just the most asinine fucking way. I've seen dumb shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it just really makes me like nervous for the world. I'm like, dude, like nobody knows anything. Nobody knows how to like do basic home maintenance. Like nobody understands simple shit anymore. Like I have to explain simple shit to people every fucking day, man. Every day. It's like, you know, I just feel like, if you're in a trade or you're in an industry, it doesn't matter. Like, if that's like gonna be your career, man, like you should really do your homework and try to understand shit. But then again, these will be the same people that bitch that they never go anywhere in life. They're like, oh, well, I never got a promotion, I never get promotion, I never get raises. Well, because, dude, you don't apply yourself. Like, what have you done to better yourself? Like,
Mm-hmm.
have you educated yourself on your industry or your specific job? You know, like if you're a technician, have you studied your like tech manuals? Like have you actually read up on your shit? No?
Mhm.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, dude, you can't be running the show when you don't fucking you don't know anything. Like, like you get a guy who thinks he can fucking wing everything and make judgment calls, and he ends up fucking just tanking the fucking job, man. And next thing you know, you're sitting in the red on the fucking job because somebody was like, "Oh no, I can problem solve this," and they fuck it up 10 times worse. And then you're like, "Well, we could have fixed it, but now you fucking broke it for real, and this is gonna be costly."
Mhm.
Like, you know, like stop and think, man. Like, am I really the best to like? Is my knowledge level really at the point where I should be like trying to take something like this on? Do I really want to risk that ass chewing? Like, like you're frustrated that you're not getting anywhere, but you're not doing anything. You're not trying.
Mhm.
You do dumb shit all the time.
See, you know what I'm noticing here, babe, with a lot of these examples that you're giving, I'm noticing that a lot of them have a correlation that goes back to some sort of sin. That one's pride. One of them you mentioned before was slothfulness. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I think that's true, man.
Hmm.
I think
People are
sloth
so
is a big one.
tied up in their own selfishness and thinking about themselves all the time. They don't care. They don't care about other people. And you have the really lazy people, that are like, eh, that's too far. I'm just going to leave my cart right here, you know, or make it
Yeah.
harder on themselves, like your example of that too with the shopping cart, because he was trying to be lazy.
And see, that's why I'm like, I'm confused. Is it lack of common sense? Is it laziness? Is it a fucking just 50-50 mixture of the two? Like, dude, like how can that's lazy, but how can it be lazy when it's more work? Like,
There you go with the pride and the laziness.
yeah,
Oh, I'm going to make this work.
sloth.
I'm going to make this work.
You have a good night, dude. Thanks for dropping in, man.
Thanks for
Man,
dropping
anybody
in,
hasn't
Just
checked
Doing.
out Just Do It, man, please give them a watch, man. See what you think. Bunch of patriots over there, man. They just talk about real shit, man.
100%.
If you just want to break from the fucking bullshit spewing of YouTube, man, that's a good place to go.
Hmm.
But Carter, absolutely, man. Like, this is probably gonna get us canceled. Fuck it, chlorine in the gene pool sometimes, man. Like, dude, we really need to fix the education system, man. That's the problem. It's the education system because we're not teaching kids to think, and they grow up and they don't know how to think. That makes them reliant. They are reliant on somebody to think for them. Who's gonna think for them? Their big brother. Big brother does all the thinking. You just listen to Big Brother. He knows best.
Hmm.
They're like, okay, okay.
Hmm.
Like, no, man. Like, stop teaching kids to regurgitate information and teach them to think. Teach them
Yeah.
to problem solve. Dude, a lot of software engineers, and mind you, software engineer, that can be making this streaming service we're using right now, or that could be like building corporate level security software. That could be, you know, like flight control software. I mean, some high level shit. It could be simple. It could be high level. dude, some of these people don't know how to problem solve. And dude, like, when it comes to being like a computer programmer, it is 10% understanding the language, the programming language, and computers and all that shit, how to code, and it is 90% problem solving. Because when something breaks or it doesn't work right or whatever, you have to debug it. You have to go through code and you have to use tools to figure out why is this not working? Where's the breakdown at? It's like working on a vehicle, dude. Like, you can't call yourself a master mechanic because you know how to use a socket wrench. No, you need to understand how the fucking system works. You understand what the difference between different types of systems are, whether it's engines or it's, different types of suspensions. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you need to know that you things work differently. A diesel and a gasoline engine aren't the same. Like, you gotta know simple shit. Like, and you're not trying to understand or learn anymore, man. You're not, you need to know how to problem solve and figure out, okay, well, this is what it's doing. This is, this is how I figure out why it's doing this. If you can't get to the why, how are you going to fix it? What is the
Mm-hmm.
knowledge of, okay, this is the code I need to use instead? Like, what good is having to knowing what code you need to use if you don't know where to put the code at? Because you don't know where the breakdown is. I mean, dude, you can go online, there are databases where you can go online and find code snippets and shit like that, and you can find, like, code examples and all that. You can copy and paste that shit. But that doesn't make you a fucking programmer because you don't understand what the code actually does. You don't understand how the frame, hell, you don't even know what an object is, and you're trying to do object-oriented programming. Well, if you don't know what an object is, you don't know what an instance is, you don't know a fucking difference between a fucking, integer and a fucking float is, like, how are you a programmer? And everyone's like, well, I just don't understand why I can't get this high level job. Because you're not good at what you do. Like, well, I've been doing this for 20 years. Okay, well, what have you done that 20 years to better yourself? Have you studied? Have you kept up with the new, industry standards? Have you kept up with the new designs, new frameworks? Do you know the ins and outs of the code you're using? Like, are you trying to constantly find, better ways, more efficient ways to do things? Building your own libraries to use for, repetitive tasks? Like, shit like that. Like, and you wonder why you're not going anywhere. See, I feel like that's the combination. You're too lazy to try, but you're also too dumb to figure out that you're not even trying in the first place.
And then there's also, I mean, everybody should look at it. We're all going to be learning until the day we die. It does not matter
Absolutely.
whatever it is. Even if we're forced to learn, you're going to be forced to learn at least something, no matter what. Like, yeah. So it sounds to me also like pride there too,
Oh, yeah.
because it
Absolutely
sounds
so.
like it sounds like they're like the type that's like, well, I know, and I know everything, even though they don't. So
Yeah.
Carter's got to work on a vehicle tomorrow. Fun, fun. What kind of car are you working on? What kind of work are you doing, Carter?
Yeah. Man, wheel bearings. Oh, shit, hell yeah. Dude, I enjoy doing shit like that, man. My only problem is when it's like you got one vehicle and like, well, shit, I gotta be at work in the morning and I'm gonna be up all night fucking tearing some shit apart and replacing some shit. Like, I'm on time crunch, man. Like, I hate that shit. Like, fuck. God, I hope this fucking does it. Don't let me fucking, lose a part or some shit because fucking part store's closed. Fuck. But Like, dude, just working on it when I know I'm not like in a pinch and I could just fucking enjoy it. Hell yeah, man. Maybe a starter, huh? Hell yeah. But yeah, dude, tinkering's fun, man. And I think that's another thing. It goes back to hobbies too. Nobody has hobbies anymore. Like tinkering, man. Like, dude, I remember growing up. Like, dude, man, all the old men, they tinkered on something. You know, they were sitting around the shop or the fucking garage, or whatever, tinkering. Nobody tinkers anymore. Nobody builds shit for fun. Nobody like does anything of substance for fun. Like everybody's fun is like going out or like watching TV. Dude, yeah, no, I love like there's some shows, man, I really enjoy watching them, a shitty day or something, makes a little bit of comedy or whatever, like hell yeah, man, I feel better now. Like TV's fun, man. There's nothing wrong with that, but fuck, dude, like do something else for fun. Like brain exercise, physical exercise, something, man. There's more to life out there than partying. There's more to life than screens and devices, you know. And honestly, I mean, there's more to life than like people, man. I feel like some people like they're too busy hanging out with each other, like talking about senseless shit when they could be bettering themselves alone. Like I know so many people, I don't think they've ever had time alone. Like it is healthy to have some time alone, man. To have some time to meditate, you know. Maybe if you want to pray. Time to get away and break away from everything, man. Take a camping trip or some shit. Like, do something, man. But there's more to life. More to life than screens, man. Like, man, Katie and I all week, like, I've barely been doing shit on social media. Well, like always, but, like, dude, I haven't even, like, watched TV or anything, man. Really done much of shit other than we get home from work and start working on closing the front porch, man. Like, but dude, it's fun. I love it. You know, like I'd much rather be out there working with my hands on our home than sitting there scrolling fucking TikTok or some shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's mindless. Like, dude, I actually did a little experiment. I'm gonna do a video on it with TikTok, but the way I felt after a week of TikTok, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing like some super size me type shit, no, but like a week on TikTok, I felt like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally and physically, I felt like shit. I felt angry, I felt exhausted, I felt just antsy. Like, man, dude. Like, and I purposely did it, man. And I'll go into why, but like what I was doing there. But, like, dude, I didn't feel good. I don't want to do that again. Feel like I like damaged my some fucking brain cells doing that, man. I really fucking do.
Right.
And these people don't realize that they feel so shitty all the time and why. It's like, you
Mm-hmm.
got that pain, you felt it for so long, you forget that you're in pain until you all of a sudden you feel better and you're like, wow, that really fucking hurt, didn't it? Same thing, you don't realize how fucking stupid you are until you fucking realize, hey, wow, I'm fucking stupid. So they said Ford driver returns on foot, flimsy old rebuilt Dodge first on race day. Huh? What to make people laugh? Well, I'm not getting that one, silly. Are you kidding?
Mm-mm. I'm reading it. Return of the Let me see it. First on this time. Huh.
Huh.
Not sure.
Is that the? I don't think that's a. I don't think that was a like a riddle.
Okay. If it's a riddle, let us know, silly.
Is this one of yours, Kitty?
Mm-hmm.
A man is found dead in a field. Next to him is an unopened package. There is no other person or thing in the field. How did he die? Um, Snake bite. Was there a snake in the box? There's a snake in my boot. Give the chat some time here. Carter said 2014 Pathfinder. Big garage helps too. Working on rock sucks. Oh, dude, yeah, man. Fucking on gravel and shit. Can't even get a fucking creeper in.
It spells out forward. Foot flimsy
Oh,
old rebuilt Dodge.
foot flimsy old rebuilt. I got it. Hell yeah, I got it now. Was that King of the Hill? It's like, you know what Ford stands for, don't you? Fix it again, Tony. You're thinking of
That's
Fiat,
you're
Dale.
thinking of Fiat Dale.
Wait, fix it again. Huh.
Oh goodness.
Alright, Kitty.
Okay. All
What you
right.
got?
So the man had jumped from an airplane, but his parachute failed to open. The unopened package is the parachute.
Ah.
So I honestly, from what both of y'all said, because you know, I think silly at least deserves half a point because he got pretty close there. Um,
Oh, yeah.
I think so. What you think?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Okay, silly has got a half of a clout point. What? What? I forgot to do my little applause last 2 times. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I gotta do the applause. Applause. Okay.
Alright. Got one here.
So it is much more difficult with the learning disorder, 100% silly. Absolutely. You almost have like a completely different way to learn, which I'm sure, of course, you know because you've had to go through school.
Yeah, I'll just post it in
Are you putting another one in
the
there?
chat. Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
putting it on the chat.
Disappears as soon as you say its name.
Damn it. I'm gonna get back to that comment here real quick, silly. While we're working on that, Kitty, do you have an answer real quick, or are you working on it still?
No, I'm not working on anything. I'm actually stumped here. What disappears as soon as you say its name?
Let's come back to that. So
Okay.
Silly said, sometimes with these questions, I don't always have the logic answers. Sometimes I just let my imagination slip and go crazy. And I do have a learning disorder. Man, like, dude, and you see, that's the thing, man. Like, uh, the King of the Hill episode. I know I always bring up King of the Hill, but that really hit the nail on the head when, like, all the kids started going into like learning disability classes and everything. And dude, the No Child Left Behind Act, dude, and that shit really fucking happened like that, man. Silly, I'm
Hmm.
not sure how old you are if you remember kind of when that first got enacted, but like, man, that's when all those like classes really started becoming like prevalent, and they don't. I don't feel like they ever tried to like to really teach, man. It's like they almost treated those kids like lost cause, so we're gonna give them the bare minimum and just let them pass. Like, but nobody really tried to work with them and be like, hey, you know what? Your mind works differently. You don't have a disorder. Your mind just works differently. And, dude, they're like sometimes these kids that they say have learning disabilities, they're just too lazy to work with the kids, so they label it a disability and write them off instead of really working with them. And some of these kids really have a high level of intelligence. They just don't have anybody to show them how to utilize it when their brain works differently, because we're putting teachers in place of these classes who don't actually understand how these kids are thinking, like why it's different and how it's different, and they don't know how to compensate for that. I feel bad for those kids because I feel like they did get written off pretty much, man.
Right.
So silly 26. So yeah, man, you're yeah, it was a little before, but yeah, man, like yeah, I just I don't think that's the way it should have been handled at all. Those classes. I think the No Child Left Behind Act was a fucking joke
Mm,
because dude, exams became nothing. Nobody gave a fuck about finals. All they cared about was is you know is the school gonna lose fucking funding or not?
the state
Are they gonna
test.
get in trouble? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. The state test was all it was about. Yeah, man. You know that's what I'm saying about teachers, man. These teachers don't give a fuck. They rather they'd rather teach you that about fucking you know multiple fucking genders and shit like that than to actually work with these kids and understand that every kid thinks differently. Every kid has a different mind. Every kid has different interests. Your approach has to be different depending on you know who your student is. I'll be right back.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to go back to the comments here. Let's see. I think we're caught up there. Um, Sully mentions how when we were in high school, we had help at certain classes. Some of the shit was just written down on the board, or do these certain things in a book and search for yourself. Like, what the hell? Exactly. That was how I went to school as well. Exactly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the thing, man. Like, I was telling Kitty the other day, and I won't go into it, really, but I was like, like I saw something differently when I was in school, and bringing it up to the teacher, I'm like, hey, I feel like this makes perfect logical sense. I feel like this is way better and way more like beneficial to education and all that, and basically was like, just sit down and do what you're told. Like, dude, like when a student comes to you and legitimately has like, hey, I think I have an idea to better the fucking education system. I mean, dude, you would think you would take that with some sort of weight, right? Like, hey, like this person is thinking outside the box, and not only that, but they're taking upon themselves to try to not just better themselves, but better everyone else at the same time. Like, they have the
Mhm.
gumption to do this. Like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Let's go to the principal and let's sit down. Like, at least let him hear you out. Like, shit. That's how I would have handled it as I was a teacher. I'd been like, no, we're gonna go to the principal. We'll sit down and like let him hear you out. At very least, let him hear what you have to say, man. Like that shit should be encouraged with kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kitty, you got an answer? Anybody in the chat? Anything?
Oh, what disappears as soon as you. No, I have no clue.
No clue. Alright, Silly
Mm-mm.
says a ghost.
Ooh,
Everybody ready for the answer?
ready.
Silence.
Really?
Yep. You have silence and you say its name. Silence. There's no more silence.
Wow. So we missed that then.
But yeah, like I was talking about, like Sudoku, crosswords. Another one, chess. Chess is really fun, man. You can play the computer. You can play like apps on your phone, play other people, man. But you know, like there's a reason that like chess used to be like part of like education, man. Like because it is a logic building game. It really is, man. You can apply chess, like the concept of how you play it, to everything in life, man. To be able to break from this now bubble that we are stuck in, that we are blinded by, and to see the moves before they actually unfold. You know, like we talked in an earlier episode, way back, about like multiple dimensions, you know, and time is a part of these multiple dimensions and the traversal of what we consider time. You know, if we are to ever ascend ourselves to these, be able to perceive these higher dimensions and understand these concepts of being able to go back and forth, but you know, there are things that are fluid and things that are static and all of this. To be able to perceive all this, we have to be able to look past now, but we're on this now mentality. But when you play chess, you can't ever think about now. You think about now, you're gonna lose that game. You have to know what your opponent's about to do. You have to know 5 moves from now what that board's going to look like, where what pieces are going to be where, and how you're going to, you know, move in for that checkmate. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you start playing that game, you can start like applying that to life. Like, hey, my opponent and your opponent might just be somebody who is just trying to just spiritually bring you down, man. It's, you know, that person that was put in place to test you, you know, like your adversary, to be able to see what moves they're going to make, to be able to manipulate those moves with your own, to be able to use your own moves to sacrifice those pieces, you know, and by, you know, the real life equivalent to sacrificing those pieces would be taking a loss. You might lose an argument. You might, you know, have to bite the bullet on something, you know, to be able to manipulate your opponent's moves to where you can go in and, you know, you can take that win. You know, like dude, I mean this is how like true generals look at like battlefields and shit like that, man. You know, they think ahead and they try to manipulate their opponent into doing what they need them or want them to do so that it gives them a better advantage. That's chess. We can apply that anywhere.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
I mean, dude, even in business, you can do that. Like, okay, well, you know, like I'm trying to start a business or I'm trying to really, you know, get my business rolling, you know, more work in or whatever. You know, like look ahead. Say, okay, this is where I want to be. So to get here, I need these places in place. This is where my pieces are now. How do I get them there and get them in this order? You know, like, okay, I have to make these moves. I have to sacrifice this piece here. You know, I have to take this loss. I'm gonna have to give this up to be able to get my this piece over here where it needs to be. You know, it's That's what I'm looking for. It's all just metaphors, man. It's all metaphorical. All right. Kitty's got a new one up here. What has to be broken before you can use it? Broken before you can use it. An egg? Broken before you... Or a horse. You gotta break a horse before you can ride it.
So y'all just let me know when y'all want me to give y'all the answer.
Before you can use it.
I think promise is actually a good guess too.
Man, I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I just don't know. Glow stick? I'm gonna lock in with horse.
Okay, you're locked in?
Locked in.
Okay. Well, it was actually your other guess of the egg.
Oh, I had it right the first time. Damn it. Can I get an almost cloud point? Almost got cloud.
They give you half a point.
Yeah, I get a participation trophy. I have to try. Seriously, man, the participation trophies is some bullshit. Once again, encouraging people to not try. Where is the drive to be better? When you make conflict-free zones or spaces or whatever it is, where, you know, like, you like even like football's too aggressive, dude. Like, how is football too aggressive? We talked before about healthy outlets, man. Like, dude, it's better that you get your aggression out on the field with pads on than just on some innocent bystander for no fucking reason, right? Healthy
Mm-hmm.
outlets, man. If you have a problem with like aggression or temper, like a temper problem, man, like physical stress like that, man, can be awesome. It can be a really good fucking outlet, you know. But dude, like, no, nobody wants to try anymore. They've conditioned our kids and the generations, already 18, everything to be dependent on everything but themselves. I think that's probably the best way to put it. People are dependent on everything but themselves. Their
Mm-hmm.
phones, their electricity, their conveniences, their fast food, their grocery stores, their government, their parents, their friends. But if like, this rapture happened and everybody, they were the last person in the fucking world, dude, they wouldn't know what to do. Not at all.
Yeah.
So was asking, what
So
was the understanding of the man dead in the field with an unopened package?
so he had jumped out of a plane, and whenever he jumped out of a plane, he had the parachute on his back, and it was a box, but the parachute didn't work. So it was like still a box. So whenever you found the man in the box, he killed by falling to his death. He was dead because of that, but the box itself, that was the parachute because it never opened.
And And one thing too that I would recommend for people, yeah, riddles and like these little logic questions and stuff we've been putting up there. That that's good stuff, but some people they need more of a physical. Some people they need that like something to do with their hands. They're more like hands-on. I forgot what it's called. There's actually what is it? Three different types of like people out there as far as learning. Basically, there's people that learn by watching, people that learn by listening, and people that learn by doing. And actually, I'm gonna have to look that up now.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so you have learners that are visual. You have learners that listen auditory. You have learners that have to be actually physically be moving. And I'm not just talking about their hands, like their whole body has to be moving for them to really get something to soak in. And the other one is you have to use your hands.
All right, so it's actually called the VAK system. So it is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, which is with your hands. Me, I'm kinesthetic. I learn best by doing. I can watch somebody do something, I can hear it explained 1,000 times. But until I get my fucking hands on it, I am doing it. I, I, I'm not confident I know shit. But some people, they do really well with lectures, man. They can just listen and they can absorb that information. It's just like there in their brain. That ain't me. Visual, visual's better because at least I can, I'm not. I know for a fact the image in my head of how I'm picturing something like a part or a system is it's actually what it looks like. I can see it. I can see the inner workings of it and everything, the breakdown, all that. But still, getting your hands on it, seeing that three-dimensional in person, that's what works for me. But where I'm going with this, some people, as far as something to do physically but also logic, Rubik's cube. And Rubik's cubes are awesome. They're fun. Even when like even if you're not like say good at it, whatever, it can still be something to do, man. Something that is, whether you realize it or not, you're still processing. You're still getting, the electrical signals firing upstairs, man. Um, there's actually a couple of good ones. I know there's some basic ones like the locking rings that you can do, which those get kind of old pretty quick. But one, anybody watching the replay or anything, if anybody knows what these are, has ever seen them, man, please let me know because I have not come across anyone else that knows what these are.
That's not
They're
true.
they're called the Devil's Dice. You didn't know what those were
Oh,
called?
wait. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. I thought you were still talking about the other thing. That's my bad.
No, no, no.
Now at that, I'm gonna go smoke again. I'll be back.
Okay. Damn it, what is going on here? See, Google doesn't even know what it is. That might not be like the correct industry term. It's really old thing. I'll wait here if I can't find a picture. Alright, so yeah, I really Google doesn't even know what it is. So basically, it's called the Devil's Dice. And what it is you have 5 blocks. And kind of like a Rubik's Cube, you have all your different colors on it red, blue, green, all that. And what you have to do is you have to line all 5 of the blocks up in the line, and all the colors on each side have to match. So top, bottom, inside, outside, 2 ends have to match. And not only that, but the insides where they touch, all 5 of those touch and meet in the middle. If you open them up, take 2 of them, open them up, those colors have to match as well. It's actually a really tricky game. I don't know anybody else that's ever heard of it, but I know that it is really old. We're talking like, I'd say probably, if I had to guess, 50s, 60s, 50s to 60s ish, at least, if not older than that. But yeah, guys. Like I said, man, you know, people just do stupid shit, man. I had a guy. What was that? That was actually today. Like he just full on stopped at a green light, and I'm like just sitting there. I'm like, okay, maybe something happened. Maybe something's in front of him. He's just sitting there, so I honk, and he just sits there, and it starts to go like, did you space out? I mean, I can see the silhouette through the back glass. Like, he's not like looking down, distracted or anything. Like, his head's like straight forward. I'm like, did you like black out for a second? Like, what happened? Another dude driving down the road, he just slams on his brakes and comes to a dead stop in the middle of the street for no fucking reason. And then just goes again. Like, what are you doing, dude? There's nothing around that you could possibly be stopping to look at. Like, and even so, dude, you can't just stop in the middle of a fucking street like that, slam on your fucking brakes, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't know, man. Silly said, that's people, some idiot just passed through a yellow light on us today. Oh, yeah. And dude, silly, I've asked people this in the chat before, man. You know, but I don't think you were around. But do you remember like the what I call the unspoken rules of the road? Like, man, okay, I grew up like in the actual country, man, like 45 acres, and you know it was a long dirt road just to get to our property and everything, man. But you know when you got somebody coming up on your ass, like you move over, you let them pass you because hey, it's a narrow road. You know, there's not enough room to just pass. So, you know, plus you got the fucking dirt cloud, so you can't safely clear yourself. So you pull over and you let them pass you, out of courtesy. You can see they want to go faster. You let them. Now people will just like slow down even more and be an asshole. Turning on the shoulder. You know, people. I've seen people sit there like in a line of cars like for 5 minutes through a long ass light to turn right when they have the whole shoulder right there, and they're watching other people go by on the shoulder, like, or they'll like you're 70 mile an hour fucking state highway. Somebody will just stop and just like damn near cause a fucking like pile up, and they'll fucking clog the whole fucking highway because they want to slow down and turn, like, like in the right lane instead of using the fucking shoulder. Or they'll slow down and like almost come to a stop and then merge over into the suicide lane. Like that's what the suicide lane's for, right? Unless somebody's like impeding it, you don't need to like slow down. You can just kind of get over and ride it out. Or the people who fucking like driving really fucking slow, like on the on ramp, getting on the highway. I'm like, guys, you realize how dangerous that is, right? You can't get on a 70 mile an hour highway like going 40, like you have people coming up 30 miles an hour faster than you on an interstate, and they're gonna have to get over, and it's already pretty crowded, so they're not gonna have room to get over, so they're gonna like hit their brakes, and then that's gonna cause everybody to slow down. Everybody's gonna be jammed over into other lanes, center, left, whatever, and then that's gonna be causing everybody else to slow down, and next thing you know, you just bottleneck traffic because you thought you were safer. How many people are having to slam on their brakes because of you? Is that safe? Or is it safe to hit that accelerator and get up to speed and fucking get over? Or, simple shit like that, man. Like, people don't understand going with the flow of traffic. They see a cop, man. Oh my god, dude, they're going 2 miles an hour over. They'll slam on the brakes and go like 5, 10 miles an hour under. Like, dude, the cop's not gonna pull you over because you're going two over unless he's just a dick, man. And most of the time, they don't give a shit. As long as you're not like, dude, I've passed cops going five over. Everyone else is like slamming on their brakes, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck, getting over, and I'm just keep on going five over. Past the cop, he don't give a shit. I'm like, guys, it's okay. You're going with the flow of traffic. If everybody is doing 70 and a 65, it is safer for you to go 70 along with them than to be the one person going 65 because you cause problems. When you keep up with the flow of traffic, you actually make the road safer. People brake checking, exactly, silly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yep. But yeah, man, I just miss the days when people, just had courtesy. Like Silly said right here, common courtesy. Common courtesy, common sense, man. Like we always quote from Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other, man. That's all it takes. It's not difficult. We can all disagree. We can all come from different,
Right.
backgrounds, walk different paths, man. Doesn't fucking matter. All that matters is be excellent to each other.
People speeding, saying no cops, stop saying.
Hit that
Totally.
headliner. Hit that headliner. Oh man, I remember my that buddy in high school. Dude, he had this old fucking it was like early '90s model fucking Toyota, and dude, that thing was a shit box. I mean, by shit box, I mean it made every noise you could imagine. It smoked every color you could imagine. Fucking like the whole headliner was like down here to your shoulder in the center, like you're like holding it up. Like, all right, I gotta hold it up here. We called it Puff the Tragic Wagon. It was a fucking. That was a very appropriate name. And of course, he didn't give a shit. He's like, well, it's already a piece of shit, so let me do some crazy shit in it. Fucking hopping fucking railroad tracks and shit like that. Oh, shit. Good times, man. Good times. Yeah, you wanna fucking be scared of my driving. Should see how some of my buddies drove.
Dude, his driving is, yeah, yeah. It's hmm
Like, seriously, man, I'm just like, get out of the way, man. Like, I want to get far away from you people. I love driving. I do. I love, like, just cruising, man. Just take some old fucking back roads, take some old highways, man. Just go out to the small towns, play some music, man. Sunny day, windows down. That is fucking life there, man. But,
hmm
dude, going through the traffic and the fucking, like, bumper to bumper and all that shit, I'm like, dude. Like, certain people enjoy this shit. They're like, yeah, the hustle and bustle, this makes me happy. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I want fucking peace and quiet. Where are the birds? I can't hear any fucking nature because y'all are fucking, like, too goddamn loud. But, well, Katie, that's about all I got. What about you?
I think that's all I've got too, baby.
Yeah, yeah. Chaff, you
Yeah,
got anything else for us? Let us know.
yeah.
But tomorrow night we are doing our first part of Life Beyond Joy. We
Oh,
are going
silly,
to.
silly. Have you seen our promo for that yet? Silly does gaming as well.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let us know if you've heard of that game, We Happy Few.
yeah, silly. So I use Shadow. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a cloud gaming service, but I use Shadow and Steam. But man, so basically, everyone this game is without giving any details away. Is basically like the what if of what if Germany won World War II, basically, and how what happened to the people. And regardless of, this isn't anything to do with actual history or anything. This is just what is what they're trying to make happen now, the level they are trying to bring us down to, and how they are trying to like turn us into these zombies, man. Everyone's always talks about the zombie apocalypse. We are the fucking zombies, guys. We are meant to be the zombies. For real, man. And it, it's not like the bloody, deformed, brain-eating morons like we're talking about. Like, these are just people. That makes sense. But um, really deep game, man. Really takes you down a lot of rabbit holes. So anybody who um interested in it, definitely check it out, man. We're gonna be doing a little breakdown on it too. So, but yeah, that's our October special. Well, Katie, say it's about time to wrap it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck you, Snake
Absolutely.
Pit,
Yeah,
and we stand with church, man.
absolutely. Absolutely. Gonna shout out. I know you already gave Just Doing podcast a shout out their link. If you guys are new, you want to check out another podcast as well. That is in the live chat. We also have Silly Dilly, and Silly Dilly is awesome. He does like funny videos and he speaks from the heart. He does some gaming as well. But he is a fellow Crick Squad member. We've got his in the chat as well. We also have, let's see, Woodchuck the Black Redneck. He visited the chat. He's an independent artist. You into new music? Go ahead and check him out. Also have Caleb Barnes. He is brand new to actually putting out music. And go ahead and feel free to check him out. We've got his link there in the comments as well.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, guys, we're all about independence, man. People just doing real shit, man. Don't matter what
Mhm.
it is, music, business, podcasts, fucking, you're over there fucking, I don't know, painting sunshine and rainbows. I don't care, man. If you're doing real shit and you're authentic about it, we wanna do what we can to promote y'all, help y'all out, man.
100%. Absolutely.
This is how we're going to bring our economy back, our country back, by people doing shit again, finding their passions and making livings out of it, livelihoods out of it.
Hmm.
That's going to bring back our small businesses, our mom and pops. That's going to bring back, everything that we have lost, man. That's how we are going to force the corporate giants out. Is when we show them we don't fucking need you anymore. Guys, I haven't shopped at Walmart and I don't even know when. Um, year and a half, 2 years. I don't even remember, Kitty. How long's it been? I know we haven't shopped Walmart like for ourselves in like 2 years, 2.5 years. Um, but I think for work I had to run and go grab like a cable or some shit, and that was it, man. I didn't go for myself. I just like, hey, it's the closest place I need now. So, you know, time is of the essence. So, but what?
Oh, do you want me to put that one on there as well, Silly?
Oh,
Your
that's
other channel?
oh, okay. Oh shit. Okay,
Because I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you guys, if you're new and you're looking for somebody to watch game, Silly, this is his other channel, Dylan Walker Gaming. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat.
Oh yeah. Silly, if I'll look for you on Instagram, man, or something. But if you got me on Instagram, man, yeah, hit me up, dude. Shit, man. Got a couple games, man. See if maybe you're playing too. So, yeah, maybe play a couple rounds or something sometime. But heck yeah. Well,
Heck
I
yeah.
don't know what everyone's weekend plans are, but hope you all have a good weekend, man. I know it's supposed to be sunny here and good weather. Hope you all have good weather too, and hope this damn cold don't move in. It's
Are we supposed to
mild
get a
weather.
cold front?
It's gonna drop to like 79, high of 79 next week. I'm like,
Woohoo. Yeah.
oh yeah, appreciate you, Dylan. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You guys are fucking awesome. We appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Like, we love what y'all bring to the show, and man, it would just be an empty show without all you guys. So we appreciate all of you,
100%.
man. You guys are fucking all stars, man.
Yes.
Hope everyone has a great weekend, man. Everyone be safe and Creek Squad, motherfuckers.